Hello, you're with me, Ling Hung from Hanoi, and welcome to edition of VTV News. And here are our top stories. The local market for lanterns is gaining momentum, with consumers increasingly opting for locally produced products. Singing groups from the north will gather for the 5th National Festival of Hand Singing and Tiếng Music of the Tây, Nung and Hai ethnic groups. Now, Vietnam is rapidly finishing its intended national determined contributions to participate in the 21st Conference of Parties of the United Nations Framework on Convention on Climate Change, or COP21, set to be held in Paris this December. According to representatives at a policy dialogue on climate change before COP21 held last week, Vietnam's intended national determined contributions consist of two components, including adaptation and mitigation, consulted by international and domestic experts. The adaptation component will present the country's priorities in adapting to climate change between 2021 and 2030. Vietnam now ranks 31st in terms of greenhouse gas emissions worldwide. Vietnam, especially the Mekong Delta region, was known as one of the areas suffering the most from climate change. Participating in COP21 negotiations will give Vietnam a chance to be involved in setting up global policies related to climate change adaptation and mitigation. In other news, with this year's Mid-Autumn Festival around the corner, the local market for lanterns is gaining momentum, with consumers increasingly opting for locally produced products. More to follow.
Lanterns of all shapes and sizes have been displayed for sale in many shops. Lanterns can be found in the shape of well-known copyrighted animated characters such as Doraemon or Hello Kitty, or lanterns themed around patriotism and national sovereignty.
Unlike previous years when Chinese lanterns dominated, now Vietnamese lanterns have greatly improved in design and quality. It is also good that Vietnamese consumers choose Vietnamese products to celebrate the festival.
Demand has greatly improved this year because Vietnamese products are price competitive and safe.
In recent years, Vietnamese lantern makers have invested in technology to improve their products. An important competitive edge for domestic lanterns is the increasing use of locally made, child-friendly materials and components.
I invested a lot in machinery. We focus on making good lantern sticks because they are the key part of the festival. We produce the stick using the Japanese technology, so they are very safe to children.
According to many retailers, 70 to 80% of lantern sales this year come from locally made lanterns. Besides improved quality and safety, Vietnamese lanterns also have messages about the culture, history, and patriotism.
Vietnamese breadfruit trees are usually grown to provide shade for other plants. However, farmers in the Mekong Delta region in Vietnam have come up with new ways to take advantage of this multi-purpose species. Their project is one of the 12 projects chosen to be funded in the 2015 startup project organized by the Business Studies and Assistance Center.
Chợ Lách is a famous fruit production hub in the Mekong Delta region. However, Vietnamese breadfruit isn't well known among farmers here. Therefore, when Phạm Tấn Hiền decided to grow his plant, many farmers doubted his decision.
I chose breadfruit because I researched the plant and I realized the huge potential benefits this plant can generate. In 2003, a Vietnamese-Finnish professor showed me the Global Breadfruit Association's website to me. The more I learned about it, the more confident I've been about my decision.
From an initial 30 trees, he has now planted 4,500 over the last decade. Besides expanding the planting area, he also applied new technology to improve production from 20 to 50 tons per hectare. With a selling price of around 80 US cents per kilo, this plant is 2 to 3 times higher than other species. Hien's first commercial product has been alcohol.
fried and ground breadfruit powder against latest products. Customers love his products. They highly appreciate the quality, taste, and the fact the fruits don't go off quickly.
Phạm Tấn Hiền is collaborating with other farmers to plant breadfruit on 8 square kilometers and established cooperatives focusing on planting and making higher added value products. His story is a good example for other farmers to follow.
Poverty reduction is an important task for local authorities in rural areas, and there has been many support programs implemented in Guangnam province to support local farmers. A program promoting cow breeding has proved to be the most effective way. More in the following.
During the past few days, Thai Kim Yen from Binh Trung commune is very happy because her cow just gave birth to a calf. The cow was given to her in 2012 through the program launched by the local Fatherland Front.
The project helps us escape poverty. Our family just welcomed a new calf. We're very thankful for the support from the government.
Nguyen Thị Nam from Binh Trung commune just received a cow. With a husband with health issue, Nam has to take care of everything to support her family. The cow helps her family escape from poverty.
We dreamt of having a cow a long time ago, but we couldn't afford it. Now the government has provided us with a cow worth hundreds of dollars. We're so happy. My husband has heart disease. He cannot handle heavy work. The cow helps him a lot in handling hard work.
Raising a cow is a high-yield economic model. However, few farmers can afford to buy a cow. The support project has provided 200 cows to local households since 2013, with 87 cows having given birth. Although the government's budget for poverty reduction programs fell from 21% to 6% since 2010, we are determined to call for support from other channels. We will try our best to overcome the funding shortages. Besides this support program, the local authorities have also followed up with each household until they have escaped from poverty. To achieve sustainable poverty reduction, it is also important that farmers need to know how to take advantage of support program to improve their living standards.
Exotic Vietnam is an intriguing blend of many charms. This land is where all manner of stunning landscapes await like a visual feast, rivaled only by the beauty of its people and their abundantly rich tradition and culture. Here is where you can relive the past in richest color or live it up in the bright lights of the big city. With so much more to offer, Vietnam is simply unforgettable.
Welcome back to VTV News. A number of personal possessions believed to belong to 16 Vietnamese soldiers of Battalion 404, Military Region 5, who lost their lives in the Battle of Kham Duc in 1970, was recently excavated. The discovery in the central province of Quảng Nam was made by a geological survey with support from a former U.S. war correspondent. More in the following.
Rope, broken electric wires, the cover of a lunchbox, and several pieces believed to be human bones. These objects were excavated earlier this month. At these places, 45 years ago, 16 commanders of Battalion 404, Military Region 5, lost their lives in the mission during the Battle of Kham Duc.
We believe that this place is where the 16 soldiers were buried. At this exact excavation hole, we have found some valuable information revealing that what we believe might be true.
In 2013, former U.S. war correspondent Christopher Jessen uploaded footage of Kham Duc Airport on the day of the attack. Watching the video, Phạm Cộng Hường, a comrade of the 16 fallen soldiers, contacted Jason.
As soon as I watched the video, I recognized my fallen comrades. I immediately found ways to contact the U.S. correspondent to ask if he has any other information regarding my comrades.
Hung received more than 300 pictures and maps from the United States. One of the maps led Hung, some veterans, and a group of geologists to where they believed to be the resting place of his comrades.
We believe that we have found our dear fallen comrades here. I am so moved. This is where our comrades have been resting all these years. I hope everything works out and you are successful.
The objects found in the excavation will be brought for DNA testing before a final conclusion is reached. However, the documents, photos, and maps that the U.S. correspondent and veterans sent have raised a strong belief in these Vietnamese veterans that they have found their fallen comrades.
The Vietnam National Archaeological Conference wrapped up last weekend in the central city of Hue. During the three-day event, the country's leading archaeologists gathered to report on 356 archaeological findings unearthed around the country. There were 51 announcements about new Stone Age findings, including the discovery of human bones at Hang Ok, dating back 6,000 to 7,000 years, located in the northern province of Thái Nguyên. Iron Age archaeology revealed 59 new findings, presenting new discoveries that provided ample evidence on the cultures that lived in Vietnam. For the first time, underwater archaeology was presented at this annual meeting, with 8 announcements about findings, including excavations underwater at Cù Lao Cham Islet in Quảng Nam Province and at Thuận An Beach in Thừa Thiên Huế Province. Singing groups from the North will gather for the 5th National Festival of Then Singing and Tiếng Music of the Tài, Nung and Thai ethnic groups, which will take place in the northern province of Tuyên Quang from September 24th to the 26th. The festival aims to promote and preserve these traditional performing arts. We'll now take a look at the preparation for the festival in the following.
Echoing from a small alley in Minh Xuân Ward, Tuyên Quang City, are the Then Singing and Tiếng melodies by Tham Ngọc Kiến. He is preparing for the 5th National Then and Tiếng Music Festival later this month. As a passionate devotee of this traditional art, Kiến is keenly anticipating the event as providing a platform to promote the traditional music forms.
We're trying our best to preserve this art. Not only this festival, but any time we've heard of any festival that involves Then singing and Tiếng music, we go there and talk with the artists to exchange skills and experiences.
The festival will attract the attendance of troops from 14 provinces. 7 activities will take place during the 3-day festival, including the opening ceremony, performances of Then singing, and an exhibition with the theme of Then, Tây, Nung, Thái, the Vietnam Cultural Heritages, an international conference on promoting the traditional music forms, an agricultural and trade fair in the northwest of Vietnam, and a closing ceremony. The highlight of the event will be the Thanh Tuyền Festival, which will take place in Tuyên Quang City.
We're wrapping up preparations for the festival. Everything is now ready to welcome domestic and international visitors to one of the biggest musical festivals in the region.
Tuyên Quang is home to 64 Then singing clubs with nearly 1,000 participants. The province is making great efforts to preserve this traditional art form. The festival is seen as an important step in bolstering the dossier to be submitted for UNESCO recognition of Then singing as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity.
VTV News will now continue with the weather updates. And that's all we have for this edition of VTV News. Thank you very much for watching. Log on to vtv4.vn or youtube.com/vtv4go. And goodbye for now.